like
Like
that.
people
Yeah.
that watch a lot of sports,
Oh
and
yeah.
you know when like there's good announcing and there's bad announcing. Like simplicity is precious. Do you ever watch soccer?
Yes.
Watch
Yeah.
soccer. The guys that are like constantly saying like this person has to go, this person has to go. Like you're gonna get so far behind so quick. People watching at home, especially when you don't know people, just by looking at them. Like our team, you're not gonna know who our players are.
Oh, I agree
Just
with
really
you.
focus on the fouls, the points, the simple stuff, and as you get more comfortable, you'll be fine.
Oh yeah.
I did print out some stuff because I had no idea who was announcing today.
Okay.
So it's just like it's simple.
Test,
You know,
test, test.
if you like
Testing 1 1 2. Testing 1 2 3.
Dress against duel since
Oh,
1991.
okay.
Here's everybody's headshot and then pronunciations, but you already have pronunciation by there. And then like this will probably be your bread and butter stuff for today. Honestly, it's individual career highs for everything in our season stats.
Oh, okay.
Our best player is Giovanna Paradiso. When you get comfortable saying her name, you're going to say it
Giovanna
wrong.
Paradiso.
Giovanna Paradiso. She's very Italian. Her family's very Italian. You guys will be fine.
Oh, we're not worried at all. Oh yeah, we will.
Probably the one thing maybe you guys should work in is Albion lost to St. Mary's here last year in the tournament in the same 3-6 matchup.
I wasn't going to mention that because, you know.
Oh, I was going to mention it.
Hey, you gotta mention that. You guys.
That's on the. That's actually been our most recent win in a long time. So we go to the
Good afternoon from Albion College, Kresge Gymnasium. We have the Britons at 20-5, 12-4 in the MIAA versus the St. Mary's Bells, who are 10-15, 7-9 in the conference. This is the 3-6 matchup from the same. I think it's the same one from last year, if I'm not mistaken, where St. Mary's got the best of Albion College, but we'll see how things play out tonight.
Yes, they came in our gym last time with a lot of energy. What's up?
This MIAA tournament matchup consists of a couple all MIAA players. We have first team All-League Rain Hinton and first team All-League Giovanni Paradiso. And we also have a second team All-League player in Evelyn Wishmeyer.
For the Albion College Britons, we've had a couple of people in the 1,000-point club. One of them is Evelyn Wishmeyer, who got awarded tonight with the basketball. Rain Hinton also did that earlier in the season, and also Emily Burness earlier in the season.
These two have faced off twice this year, and it looks like from the box scores, Albion's got the best of them these two times. But anything can happen when you're in MIAA tournament time, so we'll wait for the tip-off to start and get this thing rolling.
Bella Dugas and Rain Hinton for the tip.
Tip is won by St. Mary's.
Ball up top.
Oh, we got great ball pressure so far from the Britons.
Good. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Number 25 up with a shot, rebound by Evelyn Wishmeyer.
That shot was by Nikki Murphy.
Ball in the right corner to Emily Burness. Burness drives. Amanda Larson with a three. Oh, air ball. Oh, rebound by Rain Hinton. And Rain Hinton scores the first for the Albion Britons.
It's going to be that easy. It might be a long night for St. Mary's. They're going to have to work on those box outs.
Yep. We have a very electric crowd tonight here in Kresge Gymnasium. A good show up by both teams. Dugas with the ball.
Ooh, good move.
Rebound by Elena Welker. Just pushing the ball. Ball goes into Rain Hinton. Bobbled around.
Blocking foul on Nikki Murphy. That'll be her first.
Side out by Elena Welker. Evelyn Wishmeyer with a spin move.
And we have another foul on the play.
Foul was on.
That might be on
Dugas. Foul was on Dugas. That's her first. That's a big foul for them. She plays heavy minutes.
You got 2 starters. You have 2 starters so far with 1 foul each, and we're only a minute and a half into the game. That might be a problem coming down to the end of the first half.
Evelyn Wishmeyer misses the first one. It was short.
Rebound by Giovanna Paradiso. That's St. Mary's best player statistically. Ball thrown ahead. Good post entry. And the Bells can't seem to find one here early in Kresge Gymnasium.
Britton's on the push. Rain Hinton likes to catch it down the block every time.
Good position. Oh, great skip pass. Yep. Shot by number 32.
Oh, I think that's our Albion second air ball today.
And we have our first sub of the day. We have number 5, Olivia Lathers, checking into the game for Jade Mosier.
Albion College is setting up their press.
I think Albion College might be the only team that presses in the MIAA.
Yes, I agree with you.
Both teams really trying to throw the ball in early, trying to establish that good post position. Haven't had too many points to show for it so far, but it's been a tough battle down low for both bigs.
Been a very defensive game so far.
Paradiso with the shot.
Oh.
Short, gets her own rebound. Short again, and the Britons hold on to the ball. Push up ahead, ball to Rain Hinton.
Oh, good pass.
Short again.
Short again.
Cross-court pass. Hand off to Lathers.
I'll tell you, St. Mary's really likes to run their offense into the shot clock.
Both teams really moving fast out here. Britons kind of slow things down for a second.
The Britons really want to throw the ball down to Rain Hinton down below.
Ooh. Oh. Another 3 attempt from Evelyn Wishmeyer, and it's good.
Nice move from Elena Welker. Nice shot by Evelyn.
Kind of a fitting way for her to get some of the first points of the game after that 1,000-point ball she received before the game.
Britons lead 5-0. 6:55 to go in the game.
Murphy tries to get into the lane. Has nothing there.
Oh, almost turnover. St. Mary's does a great job of getting a good shot every time.
And here go the Britons on a fast break. Elena Welker up in front court, and she puts it in. Nikki Murphy brings up the ball. Tries to attack these Britons. Oh. We have a foul by Emily Burness. That'll be Albion's first foul of the ball game.
And that is Burness' first foul of the game. A lot of fouls early so far. Both teams are going to have to watch those throughout the game.
St. Mary's looks to get something easy after what seems to be a rough start for them so far offensively, but needless to say, it hasn't shown in their effort.
No, they've been moving the ball really well, too. Oh, that was their first really good look.
Paradiso with a miss. Here come the Britons. Pushed up the court to number 23, Evelyn Wishmeyer. Pass out to Burness. Burness for 3. Off the mark. And we have another foul. That's a big one. That's a first team all-leaguer Rain Hinton.
Was that on Rain Hinton?
That's her first foul of the ball game. That'll be a big one to see how it plays into how much time she gets in the first half, especially being one of the top scorers for these Britons.
Well, we've got 2 substitutions for each team already. This is very early into the game here. Looks like they're going to be going to their benches.
Both teams going to their bench real early, and it's a turnover by St. Mary's. Laid up and in by Becca Ross, freshman from Gaylord, Michigan. Albion puts on the press with a little more intensity, and another steal. And Tiffany Burgess with the layup.
The Kresge Crazies are going crazy.
St. Mary's trying to figure out how to break this press, and they do.
Oh, they break it with ease.
Ball's up top with Paradiso. Rejects the ball screen, gives up to number 35, Dugas, and there's the first 2 points for the St. Mary's Bells.
That was great ball movement on that. Way to reject the screen. They've had a couple shots in that short corner. I think those will keep on falling later on in the game.
Britons with some really good ball movement here. We get a paint touch. Put up and it's good. The Britons get back in this press that's been working so far.
It's Tiffany Burgess' second point, but she's only been in for maybe a minute or so. I'll tell you.
St. Mary's breaks the press. Another shot. Same spot.
Yeah.
Same result for number 35, Bella Dugas. She's got a little sweet spot in that corner.
Yeah, she does. Albion's got a little young lineup right now. 2 freshmen, 2 sophomores, and 1 junior. No seniors on the floor right now.
The St. Mary's team has some youth on their team as well. They got a freshman in there, a sophomore, and a couple seniors, and it's put back up and in. Burns with another easy layup.
St. Mary's needs to do a better job of crashing the boards. Another substitution and a quick timeout here. Britain's up 15-4 with 4:16 to go in the half. 2-2 fouls.
Needless to say, it's the Britons press that's really gotten them this lead so far. A lot of ball pressure and a lot of traps have gotten them some easy layups and some easy steals, resulting in this 11-point lead they've created over the first 6 minutes of the game.
I have to believe that St. Mary's coach is drawing up something how to relieve that pressure from the press and be able to break it, because when they break it, they're getting good looks in that short corner.
Yeah, it's just a matter of fact if they can get that ball out of that first initial trap, which they did a couple times. And Duke has knocked down 2 pretty good looking jump shots.
Tiffany Burgess has been off to a good start with 4 points. She subbed in about a minute and a half ago. So good productivity from our bench so far.
And both teams get back to action here. It'll be St. Mary's ball.
Side out.
Nikki Murphy brings up the ball. No press from the Britons this time.
Freshman point guard Angela subbing in the game. Another shot from the short corner. Rebound Angela. Pushing the break.
We'll hand off to number 4 Burgess as she crosses over. Kicks it back out. Oh, and I think she stepped out of bounds in the corner.
Yes, she did.
Another sub coming in for the Britons. We have number 23, Evelyn Wishmeyer, in for number 10, Amanda Larson. We also have another sub, number 44 for St. Mary's, Christina Shaded.
St. Mary's did a good job there of getting it out quick and being able to set up their offense. They really like to settle for those mid-range jump shots.
Great effort by number 34, Maddie Mosier, but just didn't have the result that they were looking for there. Angelina Mendita with the ball, bringing it up for the Britons. She's guarded by number 25, Nikki Murphy. Looks to go a little drive to post. 3-point shot.
By Rebecca
a little
Ross.
long. Rebound by Giovanna Paradisio. Britons slap on the press early.
And St. Mary's does a good job of breaking it again. Cross-court pass.
Shot up and no good by number 40, Maddie Rozepka.
Rebound by Evelyn Wishmeyer. Kick ahead to Rebecca Ross. Oh, good move by Mendita for her first basket of the night. I'll tell you, when they get a made basket and they can get their press set, it's pretty hard to break.
St. Mary's having trouble getting the ball over this time, but they
10
did.
seconds.
And they result in an easy one. And one from Jade Mosier.
Fouled by Madeline Stanley. That was her first foul.
There might have been a travel on the play. I'm not too sure, but needless to say, the The play resulting in an and one for St. Mary's, and we got Jade going to the line for one more free throw.
The Kresge Crazies were letting them know on that one. That was a iffy call.
These teams both play a little bit different on the defensive side. St. Mary's likes to play in the half court, get their defense set.
Yep.
Well, Albion likes to get out and run with that little press they've been putting on so far.
St. Mary's is doing a really good job of not letting Rain hit it and catch it in the post and making the guards do a lot of the work.
Some really good defense so far by St. Mary's. It results in a short basket from Wishmeyer, rebound by Pardizio.
Nikki Murphy on the push, surveying the floor.
Trail up to Jade Mosier, and it's a little short. Mendita with the ball as the Britons come up the floor. These Kresge Crazies are definitely bringing a lot of energy to this gym tonight.
Evelyn Wishmeyer with the ball, trying to get it down low to Madeline Stanley. They double right away.
She loses the ball, and it's St. Mary's ball.
She's got to kick that one out. She had Evelyn Wishmeyer wide open up top.
But even with that turnover, the Bruins are able to get back in that press.
Their defense, yes.
That press has really been working for them so far, and
yeah, but St. Mary's has done a good job after that media timeout of making adjustment and being able to break that press.
I'm actually surprised the Britons fell back and didn't press that possession. It's been what got them this lead so far. I'm surprised that they got out of it.
They should go right back to that.
Shaded with the shot, and it's good. She's got a really nice looking jump shot there, and all net on that one. Mendita with the ball.
Sets up the offense.
Pass to Ross.
Rebecca Ross getting pressured. Trying to get it down low to Madeline Stanley.
Mendita drives in the lane. We have a travel called.
I think that's Mendita's second turnover of the game so
think
far.
So. And she's getting subbed out for freshman Elena Welker.
Elena Welker from Dearborn Heights.
Both point guards for the Britons are freshmen this year. We'll see how that plays out for them if this thing were to get down close in the end.
Substitution came in by number 30, Nicole Sweetland.
We have an offensive foul on Jade Mosier. That's her first foul.
That's
Looks like she just tried to clear some space there and got her elbows a little bit too high on that one.
Yeah, and that's a big foul because Jade Mosier plays a lot of minutes for them.
And we have a reach-in foul on St. Mary's. That'll be number 12, Delaney Roman.
Delaney Roman, a senior from Indianapolis, went to Seneca Memorial High School.
Almost in the bonus here in the first quarter. One more foul, and that puts the Britons in the bonus after 5 fouls.
It seems like St. Mary's is starting to pressure the ball a little more and starting to get a little more aggressive. Nicole Sweetland with the drive.
Kicks it out to Elena Welker. Welker with the drive.
Going right.
Off the glass, no good. Sweetland with the rebound. Off the mark again, and we have a foul on the play. This one's on Mosier. This will be a big one, and it is. That's her second foul in the first quarter. We'll see how St. Mary's coach deals with this one, but that's one of their big-time players, and I don't know if you can sit her out for the entire half.
You really can't. You might have to gamble if you're the coach and be able just to trust her.
Play her with 2 fouls and see where it goes, but right now we have Madeline Stanley at the line, number 42. Madeline's the backup center for first-team All-Leaguer Rain Hinton, and she sinks the first one.
Hey, shout out to Madeline, and it's also her 21st birthday today.
Yeah, happy birthday to her. Anyone looking, any family from back home, I'm sure they're happy to see her doing what she loves to do on her 21st.
Nothing better.
Shaded brings up the ball. Swings it to Rezepka. Rezepka gives to Roman. And I think there's a kick ball on the play. The Bells will take it underneath the basket with 35 seconds left in the first quarter.
20 seconds on the shot clock. Coach Carden screaming out the play. Nicole Sweetland with good pressure.
Shot from Bella Dugas for 3. I think that's her third basket of the first quarter. She's playing a really good, well-rounded game so far.
Yeah. she showed up to play today. 16 seconds down on the shot clock. It seems like the Britons are going to hold for one. Elena Welker up top.
Pressured by Christina Shaded, a freshman.
Freshman on freshman.
It's a steal by number 12.
Turnover. Gets it off.
And just a little too strong on that one.
So at the end of the first quarter, score is 19-12. Albion Britons are up. So what did you think from that first quarter so far?
I think there was a lot of pressure from the Britons, which got them this little lead that they have so far. But if you're the Britons, you can't relax here. You want to continue to pressure and continue to get these easy ones you've been getting so far. And if you're St. Mary's, you just got to keep handling that pressure you've had so far. And when they break the pressure, they've been pretty good so far, getting a lot of easy baskets.
They have. Albion has 7 points off of turnovers. So when they get out and push the ball and don't set their offense up, they're doing a great job. 4 and 4 turnovers for each team. So it looks like the Britons and St. Mary's are playing some pretty good defense and pressuring, but that's also resulted in a lot of fouls as well.
Yes, a really interesting thing, the Britons have had 8 players score in the first quarter. Not one player has taken more than 3 shots, and it resulted in 8 different players scoring.
Mm-hmm.
While St. Mary's, they've only had 3 players score, but it's been from their kind of like their big 3 so far.
Yep.
And I mean, they're keeping them in this ball game so far, and we'll see how the second quarter goes from here.
And one of those big 3 is Jade Mosier, and she's got 2 fouls. That's very big for them down the stretch because she's done a good job of guarding them down low and having Rain Hinton really work for.
She has, and a surprising thing so far, leading scorer Paradisio hasn't made a shot for the Bells, but she leads all people with 6 rebounds so far.
Paradiso, she doesn't even need to score. She's just such a great player and has a lot of presence on the floor.
Drive from Walker. Walker puts it up and in. Another basket in the paint for the Britons, and that's been the story so far.
Oh, the Britons don't get back in defense on time. Swing up top.
Shot from Rollman, and it's good. Another 3 for St. Mary's. Shooting 50% from 3 so far in this contest.
Yes, that could be a big thing because it seems like Albion has given up a lot of threes with that.
Albion looks to throw it inside to Rain. Hinton gets trapped, and we have a jump ball. This one will go to St. Mary's.
That was a great double team down low, and having the help side come over and get that steal.
It seems St. Mary's game plan so far is to not give up anything in the post, and that's what they've done. They've doubled both Madeline Stanley and Rain Hinton so far.
And the weird thing is the Albion Britons, they haven't pressed at all. It's like they've pulled it off.
Zepka pressured and Rain Hinton with the steal all the way, and she lays it up for 2. Another easy one for Albion.
Now Albion.
They get back into the press, though. It's worked so far for them. Looks like it's a little bit softer this time, no trapping. Shaded will bring up the ball.
It seems like Albion wants to play some more fundamental defense in the half court.
Paradisio with the ball at the elbow. She looks to post up Rain Hinton, and Paradisio on the board. Let's see if that easy one gets her going for these next few possessions.
Paradisio went right back at Rain Hinton. Let's see if they go back to Rain again.
Britons swing the ball around the perimeter, looking to get something easy, but the St. Mary's Bells are playing really good gap defense.
Oh.
It results in an air ball from the Britons. I believe that was number 23, Wishmeyer.
The Albion Britons are shooting 1 of 6 from the three-point line. They might need to do a little something else, maybe get a paint touch or something, or get a layup just to get them going a little bit.
Murphy with the ball for the Bells. Swings it over to Shaded. Shaded drives baseline, pulls up. Little long, rebound by Hinton. I think we're pretty fortunate here to see 2 of the best rebounders in the conference with Paradisio and Hinton. Hinton with the double team.
Rain Hinton with the
It
strong
doesn't matter.
move.
She puts it up for 2.
She beats the double team and everything.
We have some students over there in the Kresge Crazies getting pretty loud after that last basket.
Great turnout tonight.
St. Mary's moves the ball well, gets a great look inside, but they call for a travel. That's number 35, Bella Dugas. She's only a sophomore for them, but right now leading the way for the Bells.
Yep. Each team has had one turnover so far in the second quarter. Turnovers are even 5-5 so far. Elena Welker up top of the ball. Swings it to Evelyn Wishmeyer. They're really pressuring Rain Hinton down low. Burness for three. That was great ball movement by the Britons. Now they set up into their little half-court, little pressure package.
Britons extend the lead to 12 here. St. Mary's looking to get another good look as they've done all night. Just haven't been able to convert so far. Murphy gets into the paint. And they're called for another travel.
That's back-to-back turnovers by the St. Mary's.
We have a sub now, Shaded coming out of the game, and we have Olivia Lathers, senior from Grass Lake, Michigan, coming in for the Bells. We also have number 23, Sophie Kopel, a junior from Eden, Minnesota, checking the game.
I'll tell you, Bella Dugas for the St. Mary's has done a great job of both ends. Playing down low and also giving them efficient minutes down in the post as well.
Looking inside for Pardizio. They can't get it in. Kopel with the ball. Swings it over to Dugas. Dugas for three. No good. Rebound by Welker. Welker looks up the floor as the Britons push in transition. Over the top pass to Hinton. Hinton with the power dribble. And blocked from behind by
Larson with the offensive rebound.
Three ball from Burness, and it's just a tad short. Britons getting some good looks here, just not being able to convert on some of them.
And it seems like most of our shots have been short from the three-point line.
Here come the Bells as Nikki Murphy sets up the offense.
Nikki Murphy has done a great job.
Dugas again with the drive and another basket for the sophomore. She's been impressive to say the least early on here.
She has. Evelyn Wishmeyer with the ball on the left wing. Rain Hinton fighting down low hard.
The Britons look to get inside but can't seem to find it. Oh, and there it is, right on cue. Short from Larson. But she spikes it off the foot of Kopel.
That was great hustle down low by Amanda Larson there to get it back. Elena Welker takes the ball out. Throwing up top to Evelyn Wishmeyer. Oh, they leave Elena Welker open for three.
And she's a little bit long. Rebound by Paradisio.
Oh.
That's been the story so far. It's a missed shot. It's going in the hands of Paradisio.
Oh. Almost a turnover.
The Bells remain with possession. Swings it up to their first team all-leaguer, and she a little bit strong in the layup.
That was a great look for them, though.
And it's off the foot of number 5, Lathers. Ball will remain with Albion College.
I'll tell you, it seems like every quarter the pace just gets faster and faster.
Both teams really trying to run in transition, looking up ahead, throwing up those lobs over the top to their big post, and just like that, right on cue, another basket for the post play, Rain Hinton.
That was a great special teams play by
And we have another travel from St. Mary's.
I'll tell you, St. Mary's is not doing a good job of being able to break that press.
And if you look by the score right now, the Britons are up 12, and they have 12 points off of turnovers so far. Most of these turnovers have been travels or carries by the Bells, and we have a timeout on the floor from the Bells after that last one.
I would think that the St. Mary's coach is going to find a way to be able to break that press again, because after that last timeout, they did a good job of breaking it.
But the Britons haven't really gotten to that press as much of late. They've just really trying to run. Another person checking into the game, we have Maddie Rezepka, freshman from Walled Lake, Michigan, checking into the game.
Another thing, the Albion College Britons have had 6 offensive rebounds, so they've had a lot of second chance opportunities to be able to go score the ball.
Britons also have 10 bench points to 6 bench points for the Bells.
Productive scoring all around for the Albion Britons tonight.
Rain Hinton leads the way with 8 points. Elena Welker with 4, Burgess with 4 as well, and Evelyn Wishmeyer with 3. The rest of the players have 2 apiece. The Bells have been led by sophomore Bella Dugas with 8 points so far. Hasn't gotten a rebound yet, but she's been very effective on the offensive end. Roman has also hit a 3, and so has Jade Mosier. Mosier has those 2 fouls. We'll see when she checks into the game again. And we also have Paradisio, the Bells' best player, struggling from the field with 1 of 5 shooting so far, but has 7 rebounds. This might be a monster rebounding night for her.
Oh, yes. And the Albion College Britons, they've had 9 people score, and for the Bells, they've only had 6 people score. So we've gotten a lot of great bench production.
Some confusion at the scorers table. We'll wait and see what happens over there.
Our Crazies are letting them know what's going on.
Yeah, it's a packed house tonight, full of student athletes and students all around. Good turnout for Kresge tonight.
Even great turnout for St. Mary's and the Bells, especially for how bad these roads are.
Yeah, everyone be safe. If you came to the game tonight, getting home, anybody watching for home, be safe where you're going tonight. If you have to go anywhere, if you don't, I wouldn't suggest it. You have a conversation going on by the 3 refs. Right now, St. Mary's comes out with Lathers, Paradisio, Rozepka, Dugas, and it looks like Keppel, number 23. Britons follow up with Larson, Hinton, Welker, Burness, and Wishmeyer. Got a lot of experience on one end and not so much experience, or I shouldn't say that, but younger players for the Bells.
Elena Welker with a nice skip pass. Goes Amanda Larson. She drives middle. Oh, ball's on the floor. Good hustle.
Rebound, or picked up by Lathers. Paradisio brings the ball up the floor.
That was great hustle by Lathers down.
Keppel looks to enter to Paradisio. She shoots. And just can't seem to find us so far.
They're getting good looks. It's just they got to be able to capitalize.
The Bells want to stay in this game. They need some of their better players to get going, especially with one of their better players in. Rebound by Paradisio again.
That was a good move by Evelyn Wishmeyer.
Keppel brings the ball up, swings it to Dugas, but Dugas can't handle it, and it rolls out of bounds.
I'll tell you, St. Mary's needs to value the basketball more if they want to be able to stay in this and have more possessions.
We have a few subs here for the Britons. We have Becca Ross and Tiffany Burgess coming into the game for Evelyn Wishmeyer and Emily Burness.
That's St. Mary's 9th turnover.
Britons look to move the ball.
Oh, dangerous pass from Tiffany Burgess.
Keppel with the steal. St. Mary's on the push. Swings it over to Rozepka. Rozepka looks inside. Nothing there. Deep 3 from Keppel. And it's just a tad short.
It seems like St. Mary's just cannot find the basket tonight.
We have a jump ball on our hands. Usually don't see a jump ball mid-shot, but we got one here tonight. Britons will remain with possession here. Welker will take it out.
I know the St. Mary's coach is thinking about when she's gonna put Mosier back in the game.
Yeah, she was a big body to play with the other bodies that the Brits have been throwing, and there's a layup there from Amanda Larson. And here comes the press again that we haven't seen for almost this whole quarter.
It seems like they're trying to play a little of both, give them a different look. Oh, that was
here
great.
Goes Paradisio, up and good. There's her second basket of the night.
I'll tell you, if I needed to show somebody how to break the press, that would be that right there. That was textbook by St. Mary's. Elena Welker with the ball up top. Swings it to Becca Ross. Albion really moving.
Shot by
the
Rain
ball.
Hinton.
Oh,
it's good.
You don't see that a lot.
She doesn't take too many jump shots, but when she does, she makes most of them. I think she's the leader in the conference in field goal percentage.
And she did a great job with this offseason of working on that shot, because she, as a sophomore, she would not shoot that shot.
Always nice to see improvement out of all these ladies. Keppel with the ball, swings it over to Paradisio, left wide open, and she bangs home a 3. Paradisio starting to heat up here. That's her second basket in the last 2 possessions. The Britons might need to figure out what to do with her offensively, because it looks like she's starting to get going a little bit.
Paradisio has 7 points and 8 rebounds.
And we're not even at halftime yet.
She's carrying the load right now for St. Mary's.
Shot by Larson. And we have a over the back call on Tiffany Burgess. That'll be her first foul.
That was good hustle for her, though. Just unfortunate.
Great rebound, though, by Olivia Lathers. She might not be the tallest girl out there, but she's definitely banging in there, trying to give all the effort she can to secure those rebounds for the Bells.
Substitute number 44, Christina Shaded.
Shada did a good job breaking that press earlier, and the Bells break the press again. Dugas with another basket.
Well, Bella Dugas has a quick 10 points right now.
The Britons with their first timeout called of the game.
It seems like St. Mary's is starting to
find their niche a little bit here in the second half. The Brits kind of getting a little over-aggressive with that press, and they're able to throw it over the top for a couple of easy ones.
If you're Coach Carden, what are you going to do? Are you going to keep the press, or are you going to pull it?
If I'm Coach Carden, I'm probably going to bring a little bit of a softer press, keep the pressure going, but so far they've been doing a good job of really getting those turnovers and getting those easy baskets so far.
And the tough thing with trapping like that is everybody's in the front court, so once they break it, Rain Hinton is on an island by herself trying to guard two people at once. And Dugas has done a good job of being able to break that and make her play honest.
But that's what you get when you press. If you don't, you gamble a little bit by putting a lot of people up in the front court, and if you don't get that steal or that turnover that you want, you're kind of put in an unfortunate situation.
Yes.
The Kresge Crazies over here looking for a shout out from the broadcasters.
Yeah, the broadcast crew, ATO.
We got Colby Canfield in the stands looking for a shout out.
Yes, shout out to all the Kresge Crazies.
Kresge Crazies loving it over there.
Yep.
And we remain coming back up with Albion with the ball.
Great atmosphere tonight. I haven't seen a game like this in a while.
Skip pass to Larson. Larson looks inside for Hinton. And we have an offensive foul. That's Hinton's second foul. We'll see if Carden gambles and keeps her big post player in the game. But as of right now, it looks like she'll stay. And the Britons getting a different looking press. Oh, no, she will come out. Madeline Stanley will sub in for her.
I'll tell you, number 35, Bella Dugas for St. Mary. She does a good job of staying in front of her and working hard.
Shaded with the ball up to Lathers.
Wow,
and I think St. Mary's has figured out how to beat this press now. They broke it 3 straight times with an ease. Paradisio kicks it out for Rezepka. Rezepka a little short on that. Rebound by Wishmeyer.
Albion College needs to get a good possession here.
Wishmeyer looks to break off Paradisio, but cannot. Welker tries to set up the offense. Skip pass to Burgess. Burgess drives, lays it up, and it's good.
With the left hand.
Britton's back in this infamous press. Another cross-court skip pass to Rezepka, and Rezepka gets it across for the Bells.
Shout out
Shoots
to
a
St.
long
Mary's.
2. It's a little short.
Oh.
Ball will go to the Britons on that one.
I'll tell you, though, St. Mary's is starting to break this press, and they're doing it at the right time. They need to get a couple stops to maybe dwindle this lead down a little more.
Needless to say, the Britons press isn't working as effectively as it was in the first quarter, but still has them with this lead going into the last minute 20 of the first half. Welker looks to drive, cross-court pass to Wishmeyer. Guarded by St. Mary's Paradisio.
Turnover.
Steal by Lathers.
Lathers pushing the ball.
Skip court pass to Shaded. Shaded for 3.
Oh, she almost banked it in.
And the ball goes to the Britons. 1 minute left to play in this first half. And Nikki Welker comes back in for Lathers. Haven't seen too much of her in the second quarter, but she did a really good job of handling that pressure that the Britons were applying in the first quarter. And we have a little bit of confusion here as the ref goes to the scorer's table. Right now the Britons are up 36-25 with 1 minute to go.
And it's interesting that the coach for St. Mary's has kept Jade Mosier on the bench with two fouls. I thought that she might at least put her in with a minute to go.
I mean, you got to play it safe in this situation. You don't want one of your better players picking up 3 fouls going into the second half.
Very true.
And right now they've been able to make a little bit of a run since she's been on that bench
They
too.
have. Oh.
That shot was off from Becca Ross. Angelina Mendita checks into the game. Brits getting their aggressive press again. And the ball will be taken out by Rezepka. She passes to Shaded. Back to Rezepka.
Albion College really pressuring a lot. St. Mary's is breaking it. Oh, but they turn it over this time. Steal by Elena Welker.
And the ball stays with the Britons after the ball was looked like tipped out of Welker's hands.
There's 35 seconds to go, 27 seconds on the shot clock. I'm guessing Albion College is going to want to pull it out to get a good possession here. Yep, just what I thought.
Wishmeyer settles it.
Yep.
The Britons look to set something up here with 20 seconds left on their shot clock. We have a moving screen on the play from number 11, Becca Ross. With 26 seconds left to go in this half, I think St. Mary's will elect to take the last shot of this half.
That's a big foul, though, because they have one more possession to be able to score and carry some momentum going into the second half.
Kind of the story's been flipped this second half.
Oh.
The second quarter, we have the Brits with 4 fouls, where we had St. Mary's with 4 fouls in the first quarter. Ball was tipped out of bounds, and now St. Mary's will take the ball out on the sideline this time. Brits look to fall back into their man-to-man defense as Nikki Murphy brings it across the timeline.
20 seconds on the shot clock.
Gets it into Paradisio. Double teamed, but she picks up the foul.
Foul was on Madeline Stanley.
No, foul was on, yes, Madeline Stanley.
That is her second foul. Madeline Stanley has 2 points and 2 fouls.
Paradisio, an 82.3% free throw shooter so far, spends a lot of time at the line as she's made over 100 free throws this season.
Wow, that's impressive.
Cashes in another one.
I'll tell you, she's had a great production so far. 8 points and 8 rebounds.
She leads the St. Mary's Bells in the season with 16.1 points per game and 7.3 rebounds. She almost has that in the first half here.
Yeah, she does. Expect for her to have another big second half. Elena Welker with the ball. 10 seconds to go. It looks like the Britons are going to go for one shot.
Gets a screen from Stanley. Wishmeyer.
Becca
Ross with a 3. It's
Oh,
long.
just a little off.
And that'll do it for our first half of play. We have the Britons 36 and the St. Mary's Bells 27. Story of the first half. A lot of fouls, a lot of turnovers, but still entertaining game to watch.
Very entertaining game. It's very quick for a game like this tonight. Albion College has 12 points off turnovers tonight. That's a very key stat for them because they're looking to push the ball. But then again, they're also setting up their half-court offense and looking to get a shot under 10 seconds.
Another thing to notice, too, is St. Mary's had a lot of turnovers early, but things kind of evened out as both teams have 10 turnovers going into this after this first half. Fouls are pretty similar as well, 6 to 8 fouls. Albion with a couple more fouls than St. Mary's.
For the conference between Albion College and St. Mary's, Albion's overall series is 38-14.
The winner of this game will face 14-2 Trine University. I believe the tournament's hosted at Hope this year.
Yes.
Hope's having a remarkable season as well as they're 25-0, a perfect 16-0 in the league as well. Regardless of who wins this game in the end, it's been a really fun game to watch, and we got a little halftime intermission here, so we'll be back with you guys after a short break. and we have both teams coming out warming up for the second half. So far, the St. Mary's Bells are led by Bella Dugas with 10 points and Giovanna Paradisio with 9 points and 8 rebounds. Strong first half for two of St. Mary's best players, as Albion is led by Rain Hinton with 10 points, Tiffany Burgess with 6, and a few players with 4 and 2 apiece. The winner of this game will play Tryon University, who took second in the league this year at 14-2. The only 2 losses to Hope College. They're led by one of the first-team All-Leaguers, Tara Benowitz, and a second-team All-Leaguer, Kayla Wildman.
Those two are the dynamic duo.
But it'll be interesting here. So far, Albion has a 9-point lead coming into the final minute of halftime before we get back to the second half here. It'll be interesting to see what St. Mary's does with number 34, Jade Mosier, as she sat for the entire second quarter.
St. Mary's needs to come out and be able to break the press like they did in the start of the second quarter. I feel like Albion's going to stick with that and be able to try to force some turnovers to get out in transition, because they have 12 points off turnovers so far, and St. Mary's only has 4 points off turnovers.
The story of the game so far has been inside play from both teams, as both teams haven't shot it well from 3 so far, but a lot of points in the paint have helped them both get them to where they're at so far. Another interesting thing to see, we'll see how Paradisio gets involved, as she started off a little slow but kind of picked it up at the end of that second quarter. We'll see what she does coming into this third quarter. If I'm the Britons, I'm just looking to apply the pressure I did in the first half and keep that press going, as it worked so well for them in that first quarter.
And Albion did a great job of going from that press back to man-to-man, so they're keeping St. Mary's on their toes and being able to switch their defenses up and not have St. Mary's push the ball in transition.
Both teams huddle up as we come to the end of this halftime intermission.
I'll tell you, we have a great turnout tonight for the Albion College Crazies. Shout out to ATO for their support. We even have two fans that painted half their bodies.
Yeah, it looks like they're all purple here tonight for the Brits.
And then
a lot of school spirit there.
Shout out to Ava Smith for their social media person. She does a great job for the all Albion sports.
And here we go, back underway with Nikki Murphy handling the ball for the Bells. Swings it over to Rezepka. Rezepka looking inside for Paradisio but can't find her. Britons are playing a little bit of a double team here. The ball is hit out of the hands of Mosier.
I'll tell you, they don't want Paradisio to catch the ball.
Yeah, they definitely don't want Paradisio getting going. She got a couple easy baskets to end the second quarter, and I think they're looking to try to neutralize her early. We have a screen from Dugas. Murphy gets in the lane. Mosier getting busy. Drives in, lays it up.
Wow.
Right on cue.
Right
she checks back into the game, puts up a nice 2 points.
She didn't waste any time to get that first basket.
No, she did not.
Let's see if she can come out with a big half.
Albion looks to throw it inside to Hinton. Hinton shoots over the double team, just a tad short.
Great hustle by Amanda Larson. It always seems like she's in the middle of the play somehow, either on the floor or going for that loose ball. It's good to see.
Ball will go to the Bells.
Elena Welker guarding Nikki Murphy. Elena Welker's done a great job of keeping her contained all night.
Murphy looks to throw it into Paradisio. Good up and under, and one. That's the third foul on Rain Hinton, Albion's best player. We'll see what Coach Carden does with that situation, but Paradisio picking up right where she left off after the second quarter.
That was a great move by Paradisio, and she kind of stared down Rain Hinton, to be honest. So it looks like we might have a little battle down low.
McCreskey's really getting crazy, and she misses the free throw, an 82% free throw shooter.
Oh, Paradisio is now 2 for 3 for the night.
Cross-court skip pass to Burness. Burness for 3. A little short. Rebound by Rain Hinton as she puts it up and in.
I'll tell you, Rain Hinton and Paradisio, they're going at it end to end.
Yeah, battle of the bigs here tonight in Kresge.
Elena Welker with great ball pressure.
Dugas with the ball, gets a screen from. She picks up her dribble, looking to go somewhere with it. Gives it to
almost 5
Paradisio.
seconds.
Paradisio takes her dribble. Looks to post up Rain Hinton. Rain does not want to foul. Mosier with a three.
Wow,
a little long.
Mosier's coming out being aggressive.
Rebound by Rezepka. Back to Mosier. Mosier to Paradisio. Pump fake. And one again.
Oh, no offensive foul.
That's a charge by Amanda Larson. That's a big, big call. That's a big momentum swing, but that's only Paradisio's first foul.
Wow. I'll tell you, these bigs, they're going at each other. They're really playing like this is a tournament. They're leaving everything out there on the floor tonight. Oh, look at the Kresge Crazies want a technical.
The refs huddle up. I think there's just a little mishap with the. I think there's a little mishap here with substitutions here as Angelina Mendita checks in for Rain Hinton. The Brit's going a little bit small here.
Yeah, that's interesting.
The Brit's going a little bit small here, but I mean the story of the game has been play of the bigs.
I know.
So we'll see what Albion does with one of their post threats out of the game.
And Jade Mosier's guarding Mendita. Wow. So maybe the Albion College Brands, they're going to look to press him more.
Welker comes off a screen from Larson. Skip pass to
Almost
Wishmeyer.
turned over.
Another skip pass to Burness. In the lane. Charge. That's the second call back to back.
I'll tell you, these two teams, they're both looking to make charges on the offensive end. Either they're going to have to pull up or find a way to get around that charge.
Here come the bells as Nikki Murphy crosses the halftime. Paradisio on the elbow, guarded by Larson.
Man, I'll tell you, they run everything through Paradiso, don't they?
That's why they got her on that block.
Yep.
Layup from Nikki Murphy, short.
Wow.
Foul on the play by Amanda Larson.
I'll tell you, I don't know.
Rebound by Paradisio, though. That's her 9th rebound of the ball
Almost
game.
double-double. I'll tell you, I don't know what the St. Mary's coach said to him at halftime, but they're out firing on all cylinders.
3 ball from Rezepka, and it's good.
Wow, it's starting to get a little rough here, Caden.
We have another foul on Amanda Larson.
Wow.
That's 2 in the matter of 20 seconds. She looks to be. No, she's staying in the game. Nope, she's subbed out.
Rebecca Ross subs in. Number 11 from Gaylord, Michigan.
Mosier to take the ball out of bounds.
Oh, ball tipped.
Pass.
Oh, great hustle by Evelyn Wishmeyer.
As she gets the ball to the Britons.
I'll tell you, both teams, they're playing their hearts out tonight, getting on the floor after every loose ball.
Welker crosses. Mendita with the ball. Gets a screen. Pull up from mid-range. Short. And we have a foul.
Another foul.
That one might be on Mosier. That might be her 3rd. Foul's on 30. No, that is Paradisio. Her 2nd foul.
Oh, that's a big foul. They're 2 leaders. She's got 2.
Good pass underneath to Becca
got
Ross.
2 fouls.
Becca Ross swings it to Wishmeyer. Wishmeyer back to Ross. Looking to get something easy. Swings it back up top. 3 ball tipped and blocked by Dugas. Paradisio will reign with possession.
I'll tell you, St. Mary's, they like to set up in their half-court offense. They don't like to push the ball out. They like to get it to Paradiso down low.
Paradisio up.
Another great
and
move.
It's in. Paradisio coming out, bringing these bells right back into the game, cutting all of the lead for the Britons. Walker gets deep into the paint but can't go anywhere. Wishmeyer with the drive baseline. Throws it into Burness. Burness puts it up and in.
Another post touch. This is the battle of the bigs tonight. This is a lot of fun to watch. Great matchup tonight.
Offense is really getting going here.
We hear it from the Kresge Crazies to try to get something going.
We got some fans dancing. Looks like the Albion men basketball players, Kai Winston and Jalen Ross,
And then
dancing down there with the cheerleaders.
And then
Shout out to the men's basketball team for their support of the women.
shout out to James L. Davis too.
St. Mary's Bells look to take it out underneath their own basket. Get it right into Murphy, right back to Paradisio.
Wow.
Story of the second half so far. Kicks it out to Dugas, long two, and it's a little long.
I'll tell you, St. Mary's does a great job of throwing it in and then getting that short corner little jump shot. They shot a couple of those in the first half. Hopefully they'll get a couple to fall in the second half. Welker setting up the offense. Drives right.
Swings it over to Mendita. Mendita with the pass to Ross. Ross puts it up, and it's in.
I'll tell you, they do a great job of running off those screens and being able to get the most productive shot possible.
Albion has impressed so far, which is questionable because that's brought St. Mary's back in the game since they haven't had to deal with that pressure, but stick to that man-to-man defense. And we have a jump ball on our hands. Possession will be St. Mary's. Great hustle by both players on that one.
Sub for St. Mary's.
Christina Shaded just came into the game, subbing out Jade Mosier. Wishmeyer gives it off to Welker. She crosses half court.
Albion setting up their offense up top.
And it's tipped and stolen by Rozepka. Rozepka to Murphy as they push the tempo a little bit, something we haven't seen so far tonight. Dugas with the ball, brings it back up top. Gives it back to Paradisio, and she travels.
I'll tell you, even though that was a travel, she's still looking aggressive and looking to go score that ball. She's not scared. It'll be interesting what Albion does to keep on keeping her from going off.
Mendita with the ball, surveying the floor, gets into the paint, spin move, little post move from the point guard.
Wow, I'll tell you, I guess it's a battle of the posts and the guards too.
Mendita showing that just because you aren't super tall doesn't mean you can't play in the post as well.
That's what I'm saying. The freshman is looking very aggressive.
Murphy answers right back with a three.
Now the point guards going at it.
That's Murphy's first made bucket of the game. Mendita comes back with the ball, swings it over to Wishmeyer. Wishmeyer on the drive. Little good give and go to Burness.
Just off the mark.
And Paradisio with another rebound. That's 11 rebounds for her so far. Well over her season average of 6 to 7 rebounds.
Yeah, St. Mary's setting up their offense, trying to get it down low to Paradisio.
Rozepka with the foul, but this one will be on the ground.
That foul was on number 11, Rebecca Ross. That was her second foul.
Checking into the game, Olivia Lathers for Nikki Murphy. And looks like we have a media timeout here. A little bit of more up-tempo ball game so far in this third quarter. A lot of scoring, and the Bells have cut the lead to 5.
And Albion College Britons already have 5 fouls compared to the Bells' 2 fouls. So it seems like Albion College is trying to be a little more aggressive and try to force those steals. But with that, they're getting some people in some foul trouble here.
The Bells will be in the bonus for this last 4 minutes of the third quarter. We'll see how aggressive they come out, looking to get some of Albion's players that play a lot more minutes into some foul trouble, making it a little bit easier on their end, on the offensive end.
So what adjustment do you think Coach Cardin's making right now?
I don't know how long you leave Rain Hinton out of the game. Maybe bring her back in because she was establishing great position inside. But both bigs for the Brits have 2 fouls apiece, including Emily Burness, Amanda Larson. Not as many fouls though for St. Mary's, but 2 of their key players, Paradisio and Mosier, both have 2. So it's interesting to see if they're tentative or if they're aggressive on defense with the 2 fouls they have, knowing that they don't go as deep as the Britons.
And Paradisio, on the offensive end, she's going right at Rain Hinton, and Amanda Larson, she's not backing down one bit.
And we have Maddie Rezepka at the line.
Maddie Rezepka with 2 points tonight.
Rezepka is a 79% free throw shooter on the year. She cashes that one in.
Wow, that's impressive. The Kresge Crazies are going crazy.
Rezepka averages 6.7 points a ball game and 4.5 rebounds, but that free throw percentage is over 80%. And she proves it to be true here as she knocks both of them down.
Wow, 3-point game, 44-41 with 3:55 left to go in the third quarter here.
Albion takes possession with Mendita, swings it over to Wishmeyer. She backs down Paradisio, puts it up, and another foul.
Wow.
That's 3 on Paradisio.
That's a big foul right there. That's a big momentum shift right there. So if you're the coach for the Bells, what are you going to do? Oh, she's checking out.
But we're bringing back Mosier, so
Wow.
you're not losing too much size in the court with that substitution.
No, but Mosier also has 2 fouls, so she's got to be able to watch that as well. So it looks like Bella Dugas is going to have to do a lot of the fighting down low because the Albion and the Bells are going at it back and forth down low in the paint.
Wishmeyer cashes in the first free throw. That's 4 points for her on the night. Make it 5. 5 points to go with her 5 rebounds tonight.
5
here
for 5.
Here come the Brits, or excuse me, the Bells. Mosier handles the ball.
Oh,
3 ball. Little long. Rebound by Ross. Ross gets back tapped by Lathers, but we have a foul.
If you're the Bells, you want to keep on doing what you've been doing and going down low and then working from there.
Foul on number 35, Bella Dugas. I didn't really see her in the play, but apparently there was a play off the ball that she was called for a foul. The Britons look to get into their offense. They weave it through a couple times. Travel called on Mendita. It was a pretty clean ball game, but not too many turnovers to start the third, but we're starting to see a couple more here.
St. Mary's has 14 turnovers compared to Albion College Britons, 11 turnovers.
Shaded with the ball, gives it to Lathers. Lathers looks, trying to get inside, kicks it right back out. Dugas, that's her spot.
Oh, just
a little
off the mark
there.
I like how Dugas is playing. She's looking very aggressive and keeping the defense honest.
Wishmeyer with the drive baseline, swings it to Mendita. Swings over to Ross, all the way around the top of the key. Back to Welker. She drives aggressively, kicks it back
Great
open
pass
for wide
by
open
Welker.
Wishmeyer, and she swishes it in.
That's a big time shot from Evelyn
Swish for
Wishmeyer.
Wish right there.
That was a great penetration by Elena Welker to get and find her shooter.
Ball is off the foot of Mendita. St. Mary's will retain possession on that one.
I'll tell you, when Mendita checked in, she brings a lot of energy on the court, doesn't she?
She does. Blocking foul. That was a close one. That'll be 3 on Burness now.
Wow.
Interesting to see what the Britons do here is two of their 5 stars have 3 fouls with 2 minutes left in the third quarter. And for the first time in this ball game, we have Sarika Finjop check into the game.
Freshman
Standing at 6'2". You don't see too many girls that tall in the
you really
MIAA.
don't. And she's right from the city of Kalamazoo.
Mosier here at the line.
So Coach Carter, I'm really having to go to her bench for the bigs here.
Mosier sinks the first one. Mosier's the second leading scorer for the Bells at 9.8 points per game. She's not as good at the free throw line as many of these Bells, shooting 54.7%. But she seemed to cash in the first one. We'll see what she does in the second one. A little long. But with a tip, the ball remains with the Britons.
The Bells thought that should have been their ball. That was a 50-50 call.
And here come the Britons as they cross half court.
Elena Welker setting up the offense.
3 ball from Wishmeyer.
Oh, just off
the mark. Rebound by Dugas. Gets a rebound, puts it up, and
Wow.
good.
I'll tell you, Angelina, she comes in with a lot of energy for the
A
Britons.
lot of swagger, too, there on that bucket.
And she was injured for a good amount of the season, too, with an ankle injury.
Mosier with a baseline drive, swings it around the world to Rozepka. Rozepka in the lane. And she's fouled. Looks like a Britain got poked in the eye on that one. Looks like Elena Welker.
It's interesting how the Bells move the ball now with Paradisio out.
Yeah, but, I mean, I can't blame them for feeding Paradisio, as she's one of the best players in the conference, shooting one of the best percentages in the league.
Oh,
Rozepka knocks down that first free throw. Having a pretty solid night herself. 4 points, 2 assists, 2 rebounds. But I don't think the stats say it all on her effort tonight defensively as either. The Britons throw it up to Mendita. She posts up,
wow.
and she puts it in.
She's playing with a lot of confidence right now for a freshman. They called her number, and she stepped up, and she's producing and playing some very efficient minutes right now.
St. Mary's gets to the top of the key. Dugas hands it up to Shaded for 3. That's long, but rebound by the Bells.
The Bells have done a great job in the
Steal
offensive
by
rebound.
Elena Welker. She throws it up to Ross. Ross the layup. A little
just
short
off.
on that one. Rebound by Dugas.
St. Mary's looking to push a little bit now.
All the way in the lane. Shaded with 3. No, it's called
Wow.
off. Charge.
There have been a lot of charges this quarter.
That take was Becca Ross. She's another Briton that comes off the bench and brings a lot of energy for
Yes.
them.
I'll tell you, the Britons, they're very young. Mendita comes in. There's 4 freshmen on the court with Becca Ross, Sarika, Angela, and Elena Welker, and then 1 senior with Evelyn Wishmeyer. So Coach Carter's not afraid to go to her bench. He trusts her players.
We have a blocking call on the play.
That's
That'll
big.
be
That's Mosier's 3rd foul. So if you're the coach, what are you going to do here? Are you going to leave her in, or?
I say you got to play this one out.
Yes.
Oh, but they decide to sub out and bring Olivia Lathers in.
Wow, that's a big-time substitution right there.
So 2 of St. Mary's best players, Paradisio and Mosier, both with 3 fouls.
St. Mary's is going small right now.
I think they're looking to answer the call of that size that Albion's been putting out there with speed and see if they can get around those bigger girls.
Because Mendita has been a beast down low in this quarter, so she's drawn a lot of attention. And you have 6'2" Sarika down low that draws a lot of attention.
Rebound by number 12, Delaney Roman.
30 seconds to go in the game. Shot clock off.
Nikki Murphy with the ball. Looks to get the offense going for the Bells. Swings it back up to Roman.
Good pressure by Mendita.
And the ball will stay with the Bells with 15 seconds left, 13 seconds left on the shot clock.
Great hustle by Evelyn Wishmeyer.
The Bells enter the ball in. 10 seconds left to go on the shot clock.
Kresge Crazies are letting them
Trying to enter that ball in, but she's a deep 3.
Oh,
It's
just
long.
off the mark. What
Ross
a great
comes
pass
out.
from Mendita.
And right at the buzzer, Becca Ross puts it in.
I'll tell you, Mendita has brought a lot of energy and has been the reason why the Britons are up by 13 right now.
Yeah, the Bells made a little bit of a comeback in the early 3rd quarter, but the Britons brought that lead right back up to 13.
So
It's been a fun one to watch so far in Kresge's. We got 1 more quarter to play.
shout out to the football team for showing out tonight. Great crowd. They're looking to having a great season next year.
We got a couple basketball players in the stands too. Ken Thomas looking up at us, getting a little dance going.
Yeah, but look, Justin Maccabee, a sophomore with a
We
blue
got
hoodie on,
Jalen
listening
Ross,
in.
a.k.a. Little Rondo, also in attendance tonight.
And then you got Jawan Perry sitting down there too from Chicago. And then our one freshman, Alex Warman, who's a senior. We just had senior night the other night.
You did. It was a fun night for the Britons as well. So if you're the Bells here, what are you trying to do in the fourth quarter to shrink this lead back down to what you had it at one point?
You're going to have to go with Paradiso and Mosier again and just go down low and have to gamble with both of them because they got 3 fouls and they're both playing aggressive and they both combined for 23 points. Paradiso has 11 rebounds, so
if I'm the Bells, I'm going to play both my best players and just ride this one out because this is tournament time. You lose this one, there's no going back.
Exactly. And if I'm the Bells, I might slap a little press on or maybe just to help change the tempo of the game a little bit. Mendita jumping up and down.
Here comes St. Mary's to start the fourth quarter.
Rain Hinton is back into the game, which is huge.
Great catch by Paradiso, but
they go right to her.
Turns it over. Not sure what was just called on the play, but time was stopped by one of the referees.
The Kresge Crazies are letting them know.
Evan Wishmeyer looks to take the ball out. Hands it off to Mendita. Mendita calls out the play as Albion gets into their offense. Swings over to Hinton. Hinton getting busy right away.
Wow.
Through triple. No. Travel on the play.
That was a questionable call right there.
She might have shuffled her feet on that one, but I don't know.
If I'm the Bells, I'm looking to attack and be aggressive right away. Get an early shot up in the shot clock.
If I'm the Bells, I know 2 of my best players have 3 fouls, but so does Albion's. I'm looking to attack them.
Yes.
Paradiso picks up her dribble, swings it to Dugas. Dugas to Rozepka for 3. Long. They can't get the handle on it, and it'll remain Britain basketball.
Nikki Murphy for the Bells has done a great job on the point guards tonight, and she's played most of the game.
Yes, she has. The Britons cross half court here as they set up their offense with 9 minutes left to go in this first round of the MIAA tournament. Britons are up by 13. Cross-court pass to Wishmeyer. They're looking to enter into Rain. Skip to Mendita. Baseline drive. Stolen by Nikki Murphy as she pushes the break for... Oh, and we have a foul on Evelyn Wishmeyer.
That was great defense on Nikki Murphy to cut off the baseline.
That'll be Evelyn's first foul as the Bells look to take the ball out on the side. The Bells need to get busy here, starting to convert some of these shots that they've been taking. They want to keep this a game.
Mm-hmm.
They swing it back over to Paradiso.
Oh, great backdoor.
But stolen by Hinton.
I'll tell you, Albion's ball pressure is doing a great job of making the Bells turn it over. I think that's their 16th or 17th turnover of the night.
Right into Rain. She's double-teamed immediately, but hands it off for the reverse layup from Wishmeyer. No good. Rebound by Hinton. Hinton puts it up.
Oh.
No good, but she gets a rebound again.
Wow.
And puts it in. Great effort by Hinton on that last possession.
Brandon Hinton is also bringing a lot of great energy as well. Padding their stats a little bit there with the offensive rebound.
Yeah, I think she would rather have that first make, but either way,
yes,
they're happy with the results. Paradiso with the ball up top, guard by Hinton. It's a first team all league matchup.
Wow.
Short on the shot, rebound by Welker as she pushes the tempo.
I'll tell you, Welker does a good job of getting downhill and transition.
Thrown up to Hinton. Hinton with the reverse.
Oh.
Just a tad short, but Hinton will go to the line. Hinton spends a lot of time at that free throw line as well, just like Paradiso.
She really does. Tonight, Rain hasn't even gotten to the free throw line. This is her first time, which is not like her.
She spent a lot of time on that sideline with those 3 fouls.
Yes.
She's looking to be aggressive coming out here in the early fourth. Have a substitution here. We have Sophie Keppel coming out of the game for Jade Mosier.
I think this is a good call by the coach for the Bells here. I think they got to stick with Mosier and Paradiso the rest of the way and just let them play with each other.
The Bells going with a rather young lineup on this one with 1, 2, 3 freshmen on the court, a junior and a sophomore.
Wow. I'll tell you, Gia Paradiso, she's having a great season. She's had 2 28-point games this year, actually, which is very impressive.
Rain converts the second free throw as the Bells get a handoff. Mid-range jumper, no good. Rebound by number 32, Emily Burness. Thrown up ahead to Wishmeyer. She looks to throw it in. Cross-court pass.
Nikki Murphy doing a great job of ball pressuring anyways. Oh.
Looks like Wishmeyer took one off the head on that pass, and the ball will go to the Bells. And we have a foul on the play. If that's Burness, that'll be her 4th foul.
Wow, that's a key. So who do the Britons go? Do they go back to Sarika?
She's a senior. I'd keep Emily Burness out here in this situation. She's given this program 4 years, and I think you got to keep her out here in this situation.
She knows how to win.
The Britons playing some great on-ball defense right now as the Bells can get nothing easy.
Wow.
Picked up by Paradisio. Off the mark and rebound by Wishmeyer.
It seems like Paradiso is always in the play even if she's not in the play.
Wishmeyer at the top of the key but stripped. Paradisio with the steal but doesn't look to push. Interesting call there, down by 17 with 6 minutes left to go in this ball game. 3 by Mosier, and it's good.
That's a big time shot right there.
It's a shot that they desperately needed here.
So if you're the Bells, you're going to start picking up a little more?
Jump ball on the call. The ball will remain with the Britons, but great hands on the play by what looks to be Bella Dugas on the play. Nikki Murphy comes out of the game, subbed in by Christina Shaded.
Albion might...
A little lob pass to Hinton.
Oh.
Hinton puts it in.
I think they scored on that in the first half, too. That's a great little play to get Rain Hinton involved.
Hinton kind of establishing her dominance here in this 4th quarter as she gets up to 15 points on the night and 5 rebounds on 7-11 shooting. Great move by Paradiso as she picks up Rain's 4th foul.
Now they decide to start going back down to Paradiso. They were going.
Now if you're Carden, do you leave Hinton in with 4 fouls, or do you go with another post player in this situation? Maybe Sarika that got a little time, or maybe even Madeline Stanley.
I think you got to stay with Rain Hinton at this point. Rain Hinton's a junior. She's played in a lot of big games. She gets in foul trouble a good amount of times.
Here comes Stanley. She brought some great energy though while she was in the first half. She'll look to do the same for Brits the second half as Paradiso at the line. This will be her 4th and 5th free throws of the night as she puts in the 4th.
Kresge Crazy's not letting.
We got some people on other people's shoulders trying to distract Paradiso from the charity stripe here. But it does not phase her as she puts both of them in.
Now, if you're Albion, do you look to start using a little clock here, or do you keep on doing what you've been doing?
They look to throw it in right away. And we have another jump ball. Great hands on the play by Maddie Rezepka as the Britons will lose the ball in this possession or will go to the Bells. Here comes Mosier, skip pass to Shaded. Has nothing there, but Dugas on the play, gives it back.
Madeline Stanley doing a great job down low, fighting.
Great move by Paradiso. She puts in another basket. I'm telling you right now, they're going to ride or die with Paradiso as she's slowly crawling back into this game. 12-point lead for the Britons with 5:12 left to go in the game. Burness sees a double team. And it's off the mark. Rebound by Mosier.
Whoa.
Mosier has a charge called on her.
That's Mosier's 4th foul.
Interesting call here to see what the Bells coach goes with as one of their 3rd leading scorer on the night picks up her 4th foul.
I'll tell you, Albion does a good job of pressuring that ball, especially 94 feet.
Timeout by the Britons here as they look to talk things over here with 5:05 left to go in the 4th quarter. It's been a great one here tonight, hasn't it?
It has. Great basketball on a Wednesday night. Great show out for our students. Spring break's coming up soon, so.
Yeah, but we also have the men's tournament being hosted here on Friday and Saturday. Hopefully they can get a good turnout here as well.
It should be a good turnout. Who do you guys play the first game?
Albion looks to play Trine University, but that's following the first game of the night, which is Calvin University versus Adrian College. 2 good games. I can't think of a better way to spend your Friday night.
No, not at all. So if you're the Albion College Britons, what are you going to do here? Are you going to start use some clock here, or are you going to just keep on going down low and pressing?
If I'm the Britons, I'm going to play the same brand of basketball I've been playing all night. I think if you slow things down too much, that you might kind of lose some of the rhythm that you've been having this whole game. So I think you just got to keep doing what you've been doing, keep running your offense, and let things play out for themselves.
So I'm looking at Albion to still be aggressive and slap that press on, like you said, to keep the momentum going and being able to get those points in transition, because they've got a lot of points in transition tonight.
I don't know if they'd press, though, because they have this lead right now. They could give up some easy buckets. I think they're just going to look to play some strong man-to-man defense in the half court. Mendita looks to take the ball out, swings it over to Burgess. Back to Mendita.
Burgess has been very effective for the Britons tonight.
She has. Haven't seen too much of her in the second half, but she's been good when she's in.
Yeah. Ball stays with Albion.
Here comes Olivia Lathers back into the game for Jade Mosier. And looks like we have another timeout on the play. Only a 12-point game here with 4:52 left to go.
30-second timeout called by Albion. Maybe they want to talk over what they're going to do for this out-of-bounds play here.
Story of the game, though, has still been getting the ball inside. Both teams haven't shot it well from 3, as the Bells have shot 27% from the three-point line. Britons have only shot 19%, but points in the paint have been huge, as 40 out of Albion's 61 points have been in the paint, where the Bells have only had 18. It feels like they've had a lot more with Paradizio's work inside. Bench points also a key contributor, as Albion has 22 of those compared to St. Mary's 5 points off the bench.
Coach Carter really trusts her bench and having them play in the clutch.
Pass swung up top to Burness.
16 seconds on the shot clock.
Looks like the Brits aren't in too much of a rush to get a shot off here. Hopefully that pays out for them, but we'll see.
They got to go here.
Top of the key jumper from Burness, and it's good.
That's great patience by the Britons to get a great shot and just not to force it up.
St. Mary's needs to start getting some stops and some scores on their end.
I know, and the Bells, they need to push it a little bit.
Shot by.
Oh, just in and
Shot
out.
off the mark from Dugas. Rebound by Stanley.
Good decision by Becca Ross to pull it out. Use a little clock.
Little step back, nothing to do. Mendita with the baseline drive. Floater off the mark. Rebound by Lathers.
Mendita's been doing a good job of getting in the paint all night.
Skip pass to Shaded, and she'll put that in for 3.
I'll tell you, Shady, she's looking to be aggressive from the three-point line.
She has. I think that's her second triple of the night.
Yes. And it looks like she's wearing a wrap on her hand. So that might affect her shot a little bit.
Ball's poked out by Shaded, but will remain with the Britons. The Brits sub back in. Rain Hinton with 4 fouls. Elena Welker and Evelyn Wishmeyer.
So basically, we're going small mixed with bigs, kind of.
Mendita with the ball. Swings it over to Welker as she looks to make something happen. Oh, stolen by Shaded. Right on cue, like we just said. Playing a great game herself. Swings it over to Murphy. Murphy to... Oh.
That was a great one more pass.
Dugas with a rare miss from that little short corner jumper. I think she made 2 or 3 of those in the first half. Foul on the play. That foul will go against number 5, Olivia Lathers. Rain Hinton will be back to the line after a brief time on the bench. Checking back into the game for the first time in a little bit, Nicole Sweetland, freshman.
There's 3 freshmen out on the court right now. This will be a great experience for them.
Hinton knocks down the first free throw. She looks to convert on the second here.
So if you're St. Mary's, what are you doing? Are you gonna start looking to shoot the 3 a little bit?
I think now, I mean, it's only a 12-point game, 2 stops and 2 scores, and you're right back in it. So I'm not pressing just yet, but I need to start looking to getting some easy ones. As Becca Ross with the steal, she comes down the court and she lays it up and in. Murphy looks to drive into the lane here. Scoop and scores. Great take by her on that one.
That was the first time she's really gotten in the paint to look to score, because normally they're throwing it down to Parizo.
Welker with the pump fake, hands it out to Hinton. Hinton settles things here.
That was a senior move by Evelyn to pull it out there.
Sweetland looks to drive in, out to Welker. She drives, lays it up, and it's good. Britain's getting some easy ones back in the paint like they have been all night.
They're looking very patient on offense.
That's 8 now for the freshman, Welker. And she gets a hand on this one, and the steal is for Rain Hinton.
Now if I'm the Albion College Bruins, I'm going right down low to either Evelyn Wishmeyer or Rain Hinton.
I think they're looking to settle this one down here.
They are.
The Kresge Crazies getting a little bit louder here as they're expecting their team to pull this one out on this Wednesday night. Rain with the ball in the short corner. She gets double, kicks it out to Sweetland. Sweetland for 3. Off the mark. Rebound by Paradisio.
Hey, that was still a great look, though, by Rain.
Way to read the double team and kick it out to the open girl. Paradisio puts it up. No call. And the push from Nicole Sweetland. She throws it over to Elena Welker. The Brits look to take their time here with 1:20 left to go in this fourth quarter.
If I'm the Bells, I'm going to get up here and start applying a little pressure and try to either get a foul
and there's
or turn
a foul
it over.
on Nikki Murphy. That's her second foul. Seems like the student section for the Britons is saying this one's over here. And it looks like the Bells will go with a completely new lineup here. So will the Britons, as J.C. King checks into the game for the first time tonight. Sarika back in the game for the Britons.
Madeline Stanley and Nicole Sweetland.
Ross holds possession of the ball up top.
4 freshmen on the floor right now.
Well, both teams clear their bench here, so looks like they're both waving the flag here, saying this one might be over with a 14-point lead with 1:03 left to go in this ball game. Becca Ross looks to the line. She's had a couple great steals leading to layups, and now she's getting rewarded with a couple free throws here. 8 points right here, now 9. Get herself in double digits here with this next one.
Yeah.
Off the mark on that second one. Deep 3, off the mark. Rebound by Lathers.
That's great hustle by Lathers. She's been on the boards all night.
Gives it up to off the mark. Going the other way.
That's Mosher's 5th foul, isn't it correct?
Indeed it is. That'll be her 5th. She'll have to come out of the game. Not too happy with that call there.
And Mosher's a senior, too. This will be her last game. Well, she had a great career over at St. Mary's for 4 years. She played her heart out tonight. She was a big contributor of why they battled so much.
She did. She ended up with 9 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 assist.
Kenzie Dominy checked into the game for Nicole Sweetland.
This will be her first action of basketball of the night. But if you're Mosier, you can't hang your head on this one. You gave it all out tonight and had a great performance yourself.
No.
And if I'm the coach of the St. Mary's Bells, I gotta say thank you to my seniors for how hard they played tonight and how they put the young players in good position going on for the future.
Becca Ross makes a second one.
That's her 10th point of the ball game, and Olivia Hancock, number 14, and Olivia Dameron also coming into the game. Shot by
top.
off the mark and rebound by Olivia.
JC with the ball.
JC King carries the ball up the floor to Olivia. This one might be all but over. Steal by number 32, Megan Saunders. She'll bring the ball up the court. Great pass. And she converts. Maddie Rezepka with another bucket. King carries the ball across the court.
Kavanaugh pressuring JC. It looks like the Britons are just going to
Run this one out as time runs out as they'll play Trine University on Friday night.
That would be a great matchup.
Great win for the Albion Britons tonight, as they got to be proud of how they've worked and the effort they put in tonight with a 71-57 victory over the St. Mary's Bells.
Thank you for tuning in today. If you're St. Mary's, you can't hang your head. They came in here and they competed really well, and to be honest, foul trouble is a big reason that cut their momentum, to be honest.
Looks like the students start to file out for the Albion Britons, but the women's team showing their support for all the love they got tonight from these fans.
Yep, the Kresge Crazies going crazy as they always do. I'll tell you, Albion College has a great support group of all sports. They all really come out and support everybody.
Seems like a special place where everyone supports each other. We even have a couple coaches. It looks like Coach Buer of the football team also getting in on the action over here.
And it looks like they're celebrating Madeline Stanley's 21st birthday. Shout out to her, 21st. That's a great birthday present.
Yes, it is. Get into the Final Four of the MIAA tournament as the Britons shot 47.5% on the night compared to the 35.6% St. Mary's shot. I think the difference in this one was the points in the paint, as Albion had 44 points in the paint compared to the 18 points from St. Mary's.
And another big key was Albion's bench tonight. They had 26 points and St. Mary's only had 8 points.
Yes, and a lot of those came from key contributors like Tiffany Burgess, who had 6 points, Angelina Mendita, 8 points, and Rebecca Ross with 10 points.
I'll tell you, Tiffany Burgess and Mendita, they got their number called, and they really stepped up tonight.
Everyone, 1 through 15 were 1 through 15 really made a contribution tonight, and it showed as the Britons pulled off this 14-point victory. Now it's going to be an interesting one as they play Trine. Albion lost to Trine both times in the regular season, but they were close games, so anything can happen in the tournament. Anyone can beat anyone, but from past experience, it looked like it might be a little bit tougher game than it was tonight for the Britons.
It's win or go home basketball. It's the best time of the year for basketball, to be honest.
Everyone's going way harder, and everyone's putting their all out there because nobody wants their season ended on any given night, so everyone's going to play so much harder than they have all year.
And that will be a great atmosphere at Hope, too. I bet a lot of our Britons will go over to travel and support them.
The Britons tonight were led by Rain Hinton with 19 points and 6 rebounds, followed by Rebecca Ross with 10 points, 3 rebounds. Evelyn Wishmeyer ended up with 8 points, following Mendita with 8 points as well. Elena Welker and Emily Burness both ended up with 7 points. Tiffany Burgess with 6 points. Amanda Larson with 4 points. And Madeline Stanley with 2 points as well. So very balanced scoring from the Britons, but their first team all-leaguer Hinton really led the way for them here in that second half.
Rain Hinton was a very key, and then the other key person off the bench was Angelina tonight.
Yes, she was. She brought a lot of energy for them, and it paid off as they made a little bit of a run, growing that lead when she was in there. But for the Bells, they were led by first-team all-leaguer Giovanna Paradisio with 17 points and 12 rebounds. Heck of a night for her. Bella Dugas followed it up with 10 points. Jade Mosier with 9 points. Maddie Rezepka with 8 points. Nikki Murphy with 5. Christina Shaded with 5. And Delaney Rollman with 3 points.
It looks like the Bells are returning a lot of people here. Dugas is returning.
A lot of their key players like Dugas, Rezepka, Shaded, and even some players that didn't get a ton of time tonight, like Keppel, they also all played really well tonight. So they have a lot to look forward for these next upcoming seasons.
Yes.
But so do the Britons. So they only graduate 2 seniors, as Evelyn Wishmeyer and Emily Burness are the only 2 graduating from. So a really young team here coming back for the Britons. But their season isn't over yet, and they're not done.
And with Evelyn Wishmeyer and Emily Burness going into to the Trine game, I think they're going to leave it all out there on the floor with their experience, because Albion's team is very young and they're going to look to lead.
Oh, yeah, and even though Rain Hinton isn't a senior, she's one of those that is really going to make an impact because she's a junior, being a captain here for 2 years now. They're really going to look to respond to see how she's going to react in that game as well. But overall, great game tonight, fun atmosphere. We got a couple men's basketball players still waiting on the court. Cortez Garland, Defensive Player of the Year for the men's basketball region, and senior Alex Warman await some of the women's players to congratulate them on their victory tonight.
And then shout out to my man right next to me, first team all-league, Kaden Ebelin.
Well, appreciate it. But everyone looks to be filing out on this one, and hopefully we can get a word from head coach, Coach Carden, here in a minute, but we'll see on that one.
She's probably in the locker room right now loving this win with her team.
Yeah, I mean, any win is a good win when it's tournament time, and you really got to appreciate every second you got out here, because you don't know when you're going home or when your last minute's played.
No, not at
And
all.
For everyone here, like once you're done here, I mean, the WNBA is a long shot at this point. So
Especially for Division III women's basketball.
So once you're done here, you're probably wrapping up your career. So you gotta enjoy it and soak in every moment you can playing college basketball, because once it's over, it's over.
And Coach Carden, actually, a big thing for her was on January 8th, 2020. She had her 300th win. Yeah,
shout out to her. The Bryn's been really successful over the past couple of years, and this season is no different, as they're now 21-5 after the W, and just having an overall great season as Carden looks to continue the winning that they've had over the past couple of years.
They're losing 2 big pieces in their program, but they play a lot of freshmen, and they're getting a lot of experience, so they'll be returning a lot of people, which is good news for the Britons. Yeah, let's not say losing, though, yet, because they aren't done yet. They still got a game here on Friday. If they win that, they got another game for the championship on Saturday at DeVos Fieldhouse in Holland, Michigan. Tonight was a really cool game because Evelyn Wishmeyer, she got her 1,000th point, or she got the basketball with 1,000 points, so she got to see it in front of a big crowd, and she also had a heck of a game tonight, and she gets to keep on rolling, which is pretty cool. You don't get to see that a lot with 3 players on your team score over 1,000 points. And Raina Hinton, she's returning, so she's got another year, so she might keep on moving up in the stat books. Yeah, and 3 players in the same year to get 1,000 points, let alone 3 on the same team, is a really impressive feat. Just knowing that they share the ball a lot, and they have so many weapons offensively that there's just not one person you can guard on this team. You got to check defensively on everybody and make sure nothing easy's given up. But overall, great win for the Britons today. St. Mary's season comes up a little shorter than what they've liked, but they gave it their all tonight, and you got to respect the effort that their whole team put out. And I got to say that Paradisio
she's a heck of a player. She's a heck of a player with a double-double almost in the first half, ends up with 13 rebounds. So a great overall game for her as she'll return for the Bells as well.
So now we have Coach Carden that just came off her victory tonight. So I think we'll be asking her a couple questions.
How about you ask, because my ears are all
You're fine. So she'll be in the center.
So, Coach, you had a great win tonight. What was the biggest contribution that you thought played into tonight?
I thought, like, early on, we stepped our press group in. It gave us a little bit of a run there, like kind of a little bit flurry here and there scoring-wise. But, Rain got in a little bit of foul trouble. She played really well for us. I thought Becca Ross did a good job for us. I thought it was a good team effort. I thought we did a good job.
You guys had a lot of production from your bench as well, where I think you guys had over 22 points off the bench tonight. Key contributors, freshmen Rebecca Ross and Angelina Mendita. How would you describe the energy that they brought to the team, kind of growing that lead back out after St. Mary's made a run in the third quarter?
Yeah, I thought they were both great. I thought both Ange and Rebecca played really well. And they're both freshmen that are like just diehard basketball kids. You can tell, love the game. They're super competitive. So I thought the energy and the offense they brought to the team was really, really good for us.
It seems like you really trust your team. If somebody's in foul trouble, you're able to go into your bench and think that they're going to go out there and be able to do that. How do you think going into next game that will be a big part? Because in some points, if you guys get into foul trouble like that, these freshmen are going to have to step up and play a big game.
For sure, and I thought throughout the whole year, I think it was good having a big bench. In the past, we haven't had much depth, so the more experience they get, obviously, the better for us. And it was good today to see these kids come off and give us some production, because that's the one thing that we've lacked the last few games. But yeah, I mean, playing in a tournament game, getting minutes, this experience is great for them.
And then you have Trine University next up at Hope College on Friday. Is there any different game plan you're going to go about with them? I know you guys lost them twice this year, but obviously looking to get back a little bit of revenge of those two games. How do you game plan for a team that also had a couple all-league players like your guys selves?
Yeah, they're a really, really good team, and it's a good question. I mean, we need to watch a little bit of film. I know they just played Hope last week. We'll probably do a lot of similar things, maybe switch some things up and kind of, again, watch how we played. We played them tough here. I think we kind of just wore out a little bit, which, was a lot of it because of the press. So maybe, switching in and out of things a little bit more and doing little things like that different might help us a little bit.
Well, congrats on a great win, and good luck to you guys on Friday.
Yeah, thanks.
Yep.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.